Happy Sunday. It's July 22nd. And, had a slow morning, got up, did a little bit of editing just because I didn't get any of that done yesterday, so I figured I'd do at least a bit today. And now I'm headed to church. Gonna be a little bit late, but that's pretty typical for me at this point. Oh well. Should be fun, and then afterwards I actually have plans with my buddies. Gonna play Star Wars Edge of the Empire, because my buddy Dustin runs a monthly Star Wars game, and I missed last month. It was the day that I went to the what was that? The flea market. That was what it was called. It was called a flea market. I went to the flea market with my mom. So I was just kind of busy that day, and so I was like, just pretty much told him, hey, go on without me. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I have a character that, literally half the time, depending on what they're doing, if they're involved at all with working with, guards or the law, I'm hiding away because I'm a wanted man anyways. So I'm like, I think with what they're in the middle of, I'm not going to do a whole lot anyways. I just stay back on the ship. But that's later today. Right now, headed to church. When the pastor's up there, he's giving his message, and a part of it is, based on, having a noble heart. And when he gets to that part, he stops and he spells it, and he goes through all this effort defining it. And it takes me a while to figure out that, to him, noble is not a commonly used word. And I talked to my mom afterwards, and apparently it's not to a lot of people. For me, I don't often go more than a week or two without using it. But that's completely because of Dungeons and Dragons and that, role-playing game hobby, fantasy genre, that, there are nobles and that kind of thing. But apparently for normal people, that word just doesn't come up a lot. It's like, huh, who knew? Anyways, instead of going out to eat with family, which can take time, it's fun, but it takes time, I want to make sure I'm home before my buddies are all ready to game. So I'm just going to go pick up some Chipotle, which I haven't been to in a long time, so should be good. And that looks just fantastic. So I got my food, and I'm home plenty of time. I'm gonna sit down, enjoy eating. May even have time to get one or two more pictures up on the wall before my friends get here to actually start the game. But yeah, it's been months, I think? Months since I've had Chipotle, so moving forward. And that was just as fantastic as I recall. Got about a half hour until, time for the game to start, assuming everything starts on time. That gives me a little time to put up another picture or two on the wall. Alright, and I got a few more up. You'll see as I'm going, things are moving over as far as the way things are spaced. Essentially, the only place that one cannot be is where this handle could hit the wall. In fact, right here, even though this sticks out, if one goes there, that's fine. I checked. So really, I have a lot less to worry about. Like, I was concerned, will the door itself get too close? No, the handle keeps it far enough away that the handle itself is the only thing to be concerned about. But I got a few more up. And now I'm headed in because in 5 minutes, actually it was everyone but me is on, but we'll be playing here Star Wars Edge of the Empire. My buddy Dustin's running that, so fun. I found the clipboard. It was in here. I have no idea why it was in here.
None of them attack you. The small worms started going for the rest of the party. And they just reached towards David. That makes it Nick's turn.
What book were concussion grenades from?
Dangerous Covenants?
Yes, page 46.
Playing Star Wars and working on sorting papers and getting stuff thrown away and organized in a neat bin here to try and reduce the other bulk of papers that were underneath that table. I'm actually making good progress, but at times having to pay attention because technically we're in a combat. I mean, they're like 20 minutes and a tractor beam down from a ship from me, but as I sit here waiting in the ship and they're all in a cave, but oh well. And we're taking a very brief break, basically sort of a bathroom break from the game. And during the game, my character isn't the most involved all the time. You know, they're out in combat, I'm waiting in the ship to do my part. So, I've had a couple boxes of papers underneath this table for months with a note on my calendar that like every week or two I move a week or two forward that is sort through papers. I've finally done so. Papers are gone. Which means that if I can get these pictures up today, then I will have actually completed the entirety of the goal that I set out for when I woke up yesterday and sort of decided, okay, I'm gonna see if I can, you know, how much of that, you know, what I can clear off for the table to get the table available if I want to paint minis. Now, I won't get any minis painted. I'm definitely not going to have time for that. I may or may not get all these pictures up, depending on how much longer the game goes. But I got real close, even if not. Because there were like 4 or 5 boxes under the table. And I mean, and in addition to all that, like, I organized these bins, I cleared off the boxes that were over here. Like, this weekend has definitely been a cleaning up around the house kind of weekend, and I've cleaned up. Very happy with that. So that's good. Very, very good. But not too long, game's gonna resume, so I gotta get back to them.
Alright, you guys pull in. There's it's a hangar bay that's big enough for 2 ships. There's already another ship docked in the other position. You guys pull in, and there's 2 people waiting there with hover lifts, and then there's Craig is waiting beside them as well.
And fun time with my buddies. It is only a monthly game, but it is fun just to, for one, just get to, for a short little bit, be a player and not run the game. In general, I like running the game, but every so often it's fun to step away from it. I got another couple of pictures up, so working my way down to the pictures I have remaining here now fit on the table in a single layer as I make decisions like, do I want to swap which one goes where? I don't know if you can see it when I just point the camera at them, probably not. Each one of them has like a little Tramp, Lady and the Tramp, Sleeping Beauty, sort of an idea for which picture is going to go where. But, you know, at times I've moved some of them. You know, that's always sort of the possibility. But yeah, so I'm starting to get that wall established. But right now I just made the decision. I'm hungry. I'm just going to run pick up some McDonald's really quick, really easy, and then I can get back to this. Keep working. It's all cleared. The table's all cleared. And not to say that I won't end up, as I bring stuff over for my mom's, end up with more stuff around there that I have to clear up. But that's definitely an accomplishment, to have nothing underneath that table when it was, you know, quite, you know, not the case when the weekend began, and also to have cleared the stuff in that corner. But of course, the fact that there's nothing on the table right now means that the wall is done. My wall of Disney art is done. And I'm quite fond of it. Nice bit of asymmetry. Balancing out, sort of going a little bit further this way by this different colored. And I may want to eventually replace the frame. But also bigger and different and vertical frame for a different piece of art I have there. In general, it's just very nice. So yes, I am very happy with my wall of Disney art. Definitely was one of the original ideas when, you know, when I got the border even, you know, was that this would be all Disneyfied. And while that's, again, me definitely accomplishing something around the house today, there's one more thing I've thought of that, you know what, I could accomplish that's been waiting to be accomplished for many months. In my hall here, I have this pile of rags. And what they are is they're rags that have been there since I was cleaning the place, like before I moved in. They were things that my grandmother did not keep. Towels and such that just were too ragged to keep. But they were clean, and that pile used to be probably about double the size. And so I pretty much determined that they would just be rags that I could use to clean things that I could then just throw away. And as I said, the pile used to be twice that size. And I went through it pretty quick when I was getting the place ready to move into. I go through it very slowly now. It's only quite rare that I need a disposable rag now that the place is more or less livable level of clean, you know? I'm not needing that all the time anymore. But for all these months, I have just kept that pile of rags right there. Ignore the fact that I don't have a grate there. I don't have any of the grates yet. It's expensive to replace them, and the ones that were there are were not nice. So until I can afford that, I just don't. But what I figured I'd do, because I don't want to just throw away the rags now. I still want to keep them for when I do need them. But I'm just going to put them in a bag and like hang them in the back part of the closet, just to keep there from being a pile there, right? And there we go. Much nicer. And honestly, with all the boxes and all the things I've just cleared out, finally sorting through papers that, I mean, I mentioned, you know, I had the box there and I have on my calendar, like every couple weeks I've changed it, sort through papers. One of those boxes of papers, I have had that on my list for more than 2 years, because I had that box of papers when I was living in my mom's basement, and I've just been meaning to go through it. I finally went through that today. I mean, most of it was just old credit card offers and that kind of thing that just needed to be torn to bits and thrown away properly. But it's the kind of thing, it's like, that has to happen, or I just store it until I do, because, you know, you don't just throw them away where someone else can dig them out, and you don't want someone else opening a credit card in your name, basically. So you gotta properly, you know, dispose of them. But it was just a lot of stuff that I needed to do that with. So I've definitely accomplished some things that I've been needing to accomplish for quite a while. Quite pleased with that. But I edited most of a single vlog this weekend. I edited nothing else, I filmed nothing else, I recorded nothing else. Now admittedly I had a vlog to put up both of the days that I had time to put one up. I didn't get one up on Friday, I don't think, because the Muni went too late. But otherwise, with yesterday and today, I had one to upload. And so it wasn't like I was getting, the other channels are already a little bit ahead. So I basically just took advantage of the fact that I was ahead enough on things that I could focus on some other stuff. And I keep saying this to you, but a lot of it's saying it to me, because I feel like when I don't do the editing, like I'm maybe not accomplishing as much, but really I accomplished a lot. It's just not the stuff I usually accomplish, so I don't know. It's weird. All that being said, it is now late. I am quite tired, so I'm gonna get to bed. I gotta work in the morning. Ugh. Job and such. But it's been a fun day. It's been a productive day. That is just so nice to, you know, as I look in there, just to see all that art on the wall. That's good. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.